Good morning. My name is Filippo. I'm from Italy, and I'm a junior at Campbellsville University, a first semester junior. I'm a pre-med major, chemistry minor, and I decided to attend uh, school at CU because after high school in Italy, um, my English teacher uh, was talking with me, and she asked me, "Why don't you go to college in the U.S.? Why don't you try to apply for college in the U.S.? You know English very well. You've been in the U.S. before. You've taken classes there before. I spent my junior year in high school in New Mexico as an exchange student, and so yeah, I thought it was a very good idea. Um, it was going to be really good for my future. So um, through my English teacher, I applied for college in the US, and I ended up finding Campbellsville because they offered me the basic three things that I was looking for in a college, which are good scholarship, pre-med major, and a swim team that I could join. Um, After graduation, which is going to be in December 2016, so after this semester, I'll have 3 semesters left in Campbellsville. After my graduation, I will be applying for med school. Um, I don't know exactly where I will go, but I have a few med schools that I'm interested in and that I will send my application to this summer. Actually, this summer, instead of going home after finals week, I'll stay here in Campbellsville, study for the MCAT, the admission test for medical school, and send out my application for medical school as well. Um, I took organic chemistry, 2 semesters of it. Um, First, because of course it's part of my is my minor. Chemistry is my minor, and I've always been really interested in chemistry because um, I love how it gives you a basic understanding of nature and how anything works, and how anything on a very small scale can be brought back to chemistry and how it can be explained. Um, the two most surprising things that I've learned in organic were how everything happens for a reason, how every single reaction, how every single step happens in a certain way for a certain reason, and how that can be explained uh, every single time. And the second thing is how any product of any reaction can be predicted on paper. Like before actually going in the lab and performing a reaction, you can have a basic understanding of what is going to happen just by uh, performing the reaction on a piece of paper, just working it out and uh, being able to tell what is going to happen in the lab setting. Um, the three best things that Dr. Mullins brought to the class were that as a teacher, he's always available for consultation. He always finds time to talk with his students when they need um, input from him. Um, his office hours, because of those, he's always really available. He's very knowledgeable on any topic related to chemistry. Um, I've had Dr. Mullins through Gen Chem 1 and 2, Organic 1 and 2, and for lecture. And never have I thought that his knowledge wasn't complete on any topic. I always thought that he was very knowledgeable on anything that would come up, on any topic that would come up. And third, Dr. Mullins is able to explain simply and in detail, especially in the class setting. Um, when students ask questions and maybe veer off the topic that is being discussed in lecture, um, Dr. Mullins is always able to um, explain anything, even if it's not focusing on what we have been discussing, um, and is able to do so also very simply and in a manner that students are able to understand 100% of the time. Um, One key area that I think Dr. Mullins could improve in would be improving a little bit maybe in grabbing the students' attention during lecture. Um, Sometimes chemistry could get very abstract and not down to earth in a way. Like uh, it would not be as easy to grab the students' attention. So I understand that it's because of how the subject is um, is taught, how it has to be taught. But I think that there is some room for improvement there. Um, the most challenging reaction that I've learned about in organic 2 is the Claisen reaction, and it's a substitution reaction. And um, by starting from, for example, in this case, ethyl acetate, we can form a new carbon-carbon bond right there by reacting it with um, sodium oxide, sodium ethyl oxide, and the hydronium ion. And yeah, just uh, this bond formation is something that I had some trouble understanding because of the the passages that are involved. The reaction with a nucleophile that removes this group right here and allows for the bonding of this new carbon-carbon. It took me a while to understand that reaction, and something that I would tell the prospective students at CU on why studying science at CU is a good deal is because it's studying science at CU. CU is a very productive environment, and it's also very supportive with students. So the environment is great. It's great for personal growth, and it's just a very well structured environment for learning.